make one of your partners come kill you. You say fucking with me, then he gotta grow up, cause this nigga gotta be kid. This shit can't fit in my pocket. I got like I hit the lottery. I slap the shit out of nigga. No talking. I don't like to argue with niggas. I don't. Ain't gonna be no more laughing. You see me whip out, cause I'm gonna be the shot me a nigga. No, I don't follow no bitches on IG, but all of your bitches they following nigga. And that little nigga ain't gonna shoot shit with that gun. He just pull it out in this picture. Huh? Packing the mail, it's gone. Shit like I smell cologne. Yeah. I just had nigga think that I'm broke until I pop out with a million.
What's up, guys? It's your girl E, and I'm back with another video. Yes, I am back. And today, what you guys been all waiting for is the Get Back. The Get Back. If you guys remember, I told you guys that what happened with my cousin, and I told you that I was going to tell you guys about the revenge thing. Now, this is not something I usually do. This is not things I do on the regular, but I feel like I was betrayed by two people that I thought I could trust. So, if you guys recall, the last thing I told you guys was that I went out. This is how I found out. I went out and I looked through, what did I name her? Maya. I looked through Maya's phone and I caught her. So remember, we were at the spa. We were arguing outside. She stopped the cab. She left. So the ongoing story was that I ended up staying like, what did I name him? Marcus. Remember I told you guys Marcus stood, we were outside of a club and Marcus was, I guess, giving me comfort, like telling me like a bit of his side of why he figured they were talking. And we were just talking and he was like, you want to stay or you want to leave? You want to go home? It's up to you. And I was like, nah, I'm going to stay. I'm going to stay here and I'm going to drink. What's the best thing to do when you're depressed and you're in a bad mood? You drink. So we stood in the spot. We stood in the spot and we were drinking and we were there with his friends. So Marcus gets a bottle, we're drinking, we're smoking hookah, and I end up calling, this is my aunt, but she's like a sister to me. We're the same age, we grew up together. So she ends up coming. I called her, I'm like, yo, you need to come. Like, I finally found out. Mind you, everybody around me had already figured. I was just the slow one. I didn't want to believe it. So everybody was telling me like, I told you, she's disgusting, whatever. So we end up going and they came over. It was my aunt, my two aunts came, my aunt's best friend came, and my friend. So everybody comes over and we're at the spot still. So we're all drinking, we're getting drunk, whatever. Then we end up going back to my aunt's house. So now we're at my aunt's house and we're talking, whatever. Like he was already giving me the googly eyes, and he's like, nobody ever told you mad cute. He was like, I always thought you was mad cute. And I was just like, So we go to my aunt's house. So we talking about the situation and everybody's just like, oh, that's crazy. I'm gonna put the clip. You're gonna see the clip right here. I'm gonna put it in after this. I'm gonna put the clip of a little part of what they were saying and him being next to me, and we just all there talking, and I'm just laughing because I'm drunk. So you guys are gonna watch.
Babies, y'all could brag her, bro. When she's with the babies, nobody better violate. The babies is not the problem. That's what I'm saying. It's her. I keep it up. I never even. That nigga called me next door. He's like, yo. Never. Somebody saying the whole way that.
So after that, we're drinking, everybody's talking, whatever, we're partying. So we just there talking. Now at this point, it's just me and him sitting in the room and we just talking. And it was just a vibe. It was just a vibe. And let me tell you something. When you do something spiteful to somebody, make sure you're doing it for all the right reasons. And if you're not doing it for all the right reasons, at least do it and do it the right way. Like, if you're gonna get back at somebody because they so-called did something to you, you do it the right way. If you're gonna take somebody from me, take them for good. Don't take them and then they're right back where they started. Dub sis, you didn't take nobody. And when I was saying if you're gonna do something, do it the right way, is because all she really got out of this was drinking Hennessy and smoking weed for like a good week or two. And she didn't get nothing out of it. And she felt like she accomplished so much. by doing what she did. Like, she's top 1. And the other day I saw that she posted, a lot of people were sending me this. Let me show y'all. That she posted from my first video. She thought she was someone, and she got real cocky off of talking about clout. She has no clout. She felt so cute. Let me cover the name. She felt so cute. She felt like posting this on Instagram, and they sent it to me. You didn't accomplish nothing. All you got was Henny and weed out of it, and I actually took your man. So that's how you take somebody's. That's what she got through her head, like she accomplished something, but she didn't. But that's my get back now. That's what I'm about to explain to y'all, that I actually gotta get back. I got something out of it. So we there at my aunt's house, whatever, we talking, and this was like an ongoing thing. Now every day we talking, we're chilling, we're drinking. Another clip I'm gonna put in right here. So we end up chilling. Then this is like often, every day he's hitting me up, calling my phone, drinking, chilling. And everybody was just like, oh my God, like, don't do it. It's gonna get crazy, it's gonna get personal. But the whole time, this girl is writing me, like, she had his accounts, and she's writing me. And she's just like, oh, she's writing me, pretending she's him, telling me, because I was going on a rampage on Instagram. I was talking mad shit. I was telling everybody, like, oh, this dirty ass girl, if you want your licked, sucked, you want anything going on, just get a Henny and weed for this girl, and she will give it up. She will give it up real quick with a snap. So I was putting that on Instagram. So she was rating me from his page, and she's like, oh, you don't need to do that. You need to stop making shows. Like, just talk to her. It was a mistake, blah, blah, blah. And I'm thinking it's him. So I'm just like, oh, tell her I want to talk. Tell her I want to talk. Tell her to come to me. She know where I live. Tell her to come so we can talk. Like, bitch, we're not talking. When I see you, it's lit. It still is lit if you're watching this video. So this is turning into an everyday thing. We're talking, we're going out. We will go out, then we'll go out to eat, and we was always with friends. So we went out to eat one day, right? So she calls him. She calls him, and she's like, oh, where you at? She's sounding mad drunk. Mind you, she's still denying it. She's saying that they was just talking on Instagram. They never did nothing. Like, she's still denying it. The guy was bugging what I saw. So we in a restaurant. This was like at 4 in the morning, because, you know, after the club closes at 4. And we all eating in the restaurant. We with his 2 friends. One of his friends is with a girl, and it's me and him. So we eating there, and she's like, she calls. So he's like, answer the phone. I'm like, I don't want to talk to her. So he's like, what happened? Why you calling my phone? And she's like, oh, where you at? I want to see you. I miss you, babe, blah, blah, blah. So he's like, you're bugging. Why are you calling my phone? Why are you calling me? So she's like, oh, who you with? Why I hear bitches in the background, blah, blah. So she starts talking on the phone, and she's talking crazy, like, oh, you was just with me last night. Crazy thing is, he was with me, so how could he be with you? So she's on the phone, and she's like, oh, you need to, I want to see you come over here. Why you playing with me? Like, this is what we doing now. Like, this is what we doing now. This is what you've been doing. So he puts me on the phone, and she's like, oh, enjoy him, because she don't know it's me the whole time either. So she's like, oh, enjoy him because he was with me last night. So we all laughing. So he's like, we laughing on the phone, and she's just talking shit there. So we violated her on the phone. Boom, we bang it. So she's sending him pictures and whatnot. Mind you, this dude was going hard with me for like a good month or 2. That we was chilling with each other every day and shit. There was videos, there was pictures. It was all types of So at this point, I think we was in his house. We was in his house, and I think his mom had called in because his mom was watching the kids. So he has 2 daughters. So his mom was watching the kids, and she's calling him that she had to do something, and he had to go to work. So I was like, oh, I don't mind staying with them because they're my cousin's kids. I'm not gonna think nothing of them. I still love them till this day. So we go to pick up the kids from his mom's house. We go to his mom's house, we pick up the kids, and I'm like, oh, fuck it, I'm gonna take them to Chuck E. Cheese because I was gonna take my 2 kids anyway. So I'm like, and by the way, where Chuck E. Cheese was at, he was working in the mall. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna take the kids out. So he gives me money. And I go to Chuck E. Cheese with the kids. And then, like, after his shift that he finished, he came upstairs with his friends. And he was playing with the kids and stuff. And we was there laughing and whatnot. Did we chill after that day, too? I think we did. And we went back. No, we went food shopping. We went food shopping. He got stuff for his kids so they could eat and stuff. And he ended up taking his kids. I didn't stay that day. He was with his kids. We went food shopping, then he went home. It was just a back and forth thing. And then, what else did we do? So at this point, I think we was in his house. We was in his house, and I think his mom had called in because his mom was watching the kids. So he has 2 daughters. So his mom was watching the kids, and she's calling him that she had to do something, and he had to go to work. So I was like, oh, I don't mind staying with them because they're my cousin's kids. I'm not gonna think nothing of them. I still love them till this day. So we go to pick up the kids from his mom's house. We go to his mom's house, we pick up the kids, and I'm like, oh, fuck it, I'm gonna take them to Chuck E. Cheese because I was gonna take my 2 kids anyway. So I'm like, and by the way, where Chuck E. Cheese was at, he was working in the mall. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna take the kids out. So he gives me money. And I go to Chuck E. Cheese with the kids. And then, like, after his shift that he finished, he came upstairs with his friends. And he was playing with the kids and stuff. And we was there laughing and whatnot. Did we chill after that day, too? I think we did. And we went back. No, we went food shopping. We went food shopping. He got stuff for his kids so they could eat and stuff. And he ended up taking his kids. I didn't stay that day. He was with his kids. We went food shopping, then he went home. It was just a back and forth thing. And then, what else did we do? We was vibing out for a good hot minute. And then, I don't know. I started feeling uncomfortable because I'm just like, all right, like, I did it to get back at somebody. But that didn't make me feel any better. That didn't... I don't know, I'm just not like that. So I didn't feel better about the situation. And then I'm just like, this was getting like a little serious. Like the situation was getting a little serious. So I decided to fall back. And he was getting too handsy. So I fell back. And then like a month or 2, I don't know, maybe it was weeks that he called me. And then he was just like, oh, you miss me and all this stuff. And I was just like, how is that gonna look to get your cousin's baby father as your cousin's boyfriend or whoever she talking to? Like, it was just a bad look in general. So that just ended, and to this day we have not spoken. I just let it be. I haven't spoken to either parties. Of course, I got to speak to my daughter's father. That's my daughter's father. There's nothing I could do about that, but it is what it is. So that is the get back and everything we did. PTS, I cannot say a whole bunch of other crazy shit because this is YouTube. But my next video I'm dropping is a makeup tutorial on my natural look. I don't know if I'm gonna do glam or natural. Comment down below which one I should do. And stay tuned for the next video. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.
In the drop tops with the baddest bitches. Young nigga been focused on my check. Got a new coupe wrapped around my neck. Tryna put the water on my potato. I got killers.